Well, greetings one and all, and welcome again to Wingman Wisdom, where today I want to stress something I really believe in. Now, you may not agree with me, and that's okay, but I do hope that you'll listen with an open mind and just consider what I'm saying. I'm going to jump right into it and ask, what does it mean to get the best deal on buying a new RV? What does that mean to you, the best deal? The best deal, I believe, is not simply based on price and how quickly you can get the RV. There's so much more to a great deal than just price. I mean, price is important, but buying on price alone is like marrying the first person who's going to say yes to you. You may have a spouse and you may technically be married, but there's a lot more to consider, don't you think, when you get hitched, whether to a spouse or to your RV. So, with RV sales far slower now than they were back during the pandemic, buyers today have a huge advantage, and that is the advantage of time. Time and attention. Dealerships are not nearly as crowded as they were a couple of years ago, and they are willing to make some deals big time. I contend that now is a great time to get to know RV dealers, not just from a technical standpoint, but from a personal standpoint. Tons of people can sell you an RV. They can. But what kind of person are you buying your RV from? In my opinion, the best deal on an RV is when you get a great price and the kind of person who will be there every single day that you own your RV. When you are introduced to fishing or camping or an outdoor activity as a youngster, you may drift away from it when you're a teenager. When you go to college, you may not do it for a number of years, but there's something inside that will call you back. That's the way I see it.
I tell you and I've been in it long enough now that I've sold families. I've sold a guy like when he was camping with his parents, and now that he bought his own camper. But from the way I see it is this: there's the retired campers. Okay, there's people who retire and they go camping. They got time. They can go make a long trip. But a lot of the RVers are young families that are coming in. And what do you do with a 3-year-old and a 4-year-old? Where can you go that you can let them wander around a little bit, move around? You know, we see that the young families really come in. Now, then the kids get into sports in high school, and we'll see a little gap. You know, maybe they might have one for travel ball or a hunting camp. See a lot of that, a lot of hunting camps. They'll go hunt. But when the kids get to teenagers, I won't see them for a minute. Then I'll pick them back up when the kids are gone. The same folks. They'll come back. You know, well, our kids are going, me and Mama want to go bird watching. And take off and go do something together. So I think there's a lot of accuracy to that. There's something that draws you back to it.
What about the intelligence or maybe the knowledge of the buyer today? Our buyers stay smarter than they have been in the past? I mean, that's the
internet's made it. You know, guys like you, the podcast, everything. I mean, we'll go to the dealer show in the fall. We just got back from the dealer show where they unveil the new models. Mm-hmm. And I have customers come in and ask them a salesman, and be like, "Oh, they heard about this before I did." You know, the internet has changed this business in the last 20 years, big time.
You know, too many people, in my view, look at the number at the, they internet shop, which is smart to do, price shop, different dealers, but there is more than just price, the bottom line price, in making a good final decision. There's that chemistry that you've got with the dealer, and not saying everybody's going to love Berryland, but I think many people will, but there's a chemistry factor there that you can't put on a piece of paper that is extremely valuable, but you don't know it yet until you have a problem with your RV.
Well, I'm glad the internet shop because I try to have lowest prices. And I hope somebody comes and buys one from me. You know, there's good and bad to all that. You know, there's good ways and bad ways to buy something. And you know, we certainly wish customers save money, and I don't want to make too much money on somebody, but I want to make a fair profit. I think it's important for customers to look at the entire deal. You know, the interest rate, the unit you're buying, has it been in the dealer's lot there too long? Is it a quality unit just because the internet says it's quality? Have you touched it, filled it, got in it, sat in it? And I think it's also important to have some trust with a salesperson. Even though you do business in a long way off some cases, you still got to deal with a guy on the phone. You still got to have some trust there in doing business with him. You're going to give him your money and expect this product to work. Slow down, come in, do a good walkthrough. Be comfortable with it when you leave. There's dealers out there that'll bring one to your house, drop it off in the driveway. I mean, if you've never RV'd, if you've never even seen this thing, you're asking for problems.
Right.
You're going to get them.
I say we're going to pay for it. We all pay. There's no shortcut. We're going to pay. If we don't do the walkthrough and pay attention, if we don't do a proper walkthrough, we're going to pay for it. We may not pay for it that day, but we're going to be paying for it for a long time. So people need to understand whatever you're going to do. You're going to buy a boat. You're going to go duck hunting. You're going to learn to paint. There's a price. It's struggle. It's the reality of it. And paying attention in the beginning, it's like so many people are excited when they get that RV. They're getting ready to hit. Just let me go. I want to go have fun. And they miss that last really important part, don't they? And then they end up calling.
We really try to slow them down. I even tell customers all the time, take your time in the walkthrough. You paid for it, I'm paying a technician to go out there with you. Have him turn it on. See it work. Turn it on. Turn the lights on. Turn this on. I know you know how to do it. Make sure this one works before you leave with it. I got a whole staff right here with me that I can fix it. I can fix everything. I can do whatever I can do right here. When you're at the campground 3 hours away, I'm on the phone trying to guess what's going on. So,
right.
Yeah, if that was something I could recommend to customers is to slow down, redefine print. And people are doing that now. With COVID, everybody was rushed there wanting to get it. But now it seems like customers are slowing down a little bit. Slow down. No rush. Take your time. Figure out what you got. Figure out what you got from us. We want you to enjoy it. We want you to have fun with it. We want it to work too.
I have a lot.
Let's get it right.
I see a lot of people that seem like they think it's. I've said it's like a casino. The casino wins, they lose. One wins and one loses. And a real good transaction with a dealer is you both win. The dealer wins, the customer wins. To go in with the attitude, I'm going to beat them up. Either one or the other is not a good attitude.
Oh, we got a salesman, old Louis. He always says, the customers that come in with their guns blazing, he's like, guys, we do this every day. We can be friends and tell you're a camper. It's okay. We don't have to hate each other when it's going. We can't make an agreement. It'll be okay still. Put your gun away. Settle down. We're gonna be okay. We just want to sell you an RV. So there's a lot of truth to that. But it's fun. Customers come in and have fun. We make fun. We have fun with it. Life's too short not to. We got to have a good time. Of course, there's stress, and we have people that are upset, but we try not to let it ruffle our feathers. We're selling RVs, not mixing rocket fuel here. We're not operating on somebody.
And, it's slow compared to what it was, but I know that you guys are still doing well. And while we were talking earlier about young people and people that camped when they were younger and they may have gotten away from it and got back into it, reminds me of that woman, can't remember her name, but she had called and left a message. She bought a motorhome from you guys a couple of months ago, and from North Carolina, came all the way down from North Carolina, I think it was, bought a motorhome, and she a single woman, and she was ecstatic. I mean, she drives all the way to Louisiana from North Carolina, picks up a motorhome, and she was just raving about the way she was treated. I thought it was so cool. These women are independent, they're smart, they're adventurous, and I don't know.
You talk about young people, the demographics for RVing is wide open right now. You can't put one person in a box and say he's an RVer today. It's people who are who want to get out, want to do something different, want to meet people, want to visit with people, want to talk with people, because otherwise, you're going to a campground with people next to you. But it's a diverse industry, and it's changed. I mean, it wasn't like that 25 years ago. 25 years ago, you could put them in somewhat of a box, but Not today.
You know, generally speaking, I think that most RVers are decent people. Most RV dealers, well, they're not like Brad Poche at Berryland. Brad is awesome. But what do you think? Does character matter, or is price the only thing that you're looking for? I've learned that it's the after-the-sale access to the dealer that is so terribly important. Look, RVs break. All of them will break. The cheaply made ones that aren't well taken care of will break more than the others. And when something does break, that's when you're going to learn how important your dealer is. That's when you're going to be hoping for a dealer who will respond quickly, who'll get you the answers you're looking for. Would I like for you to buy from Berryland? Of course, but what I really want is for you to be a happy camper, not just the day you buy your RV, but every day thereafter. And to do that, you'd best have a relationship with a dealer that you can trust. If you're thinking about buying a new RV, I suggest that now is a very good time to do some homework, some on-site homework at the dealership. Check out the dealer in person. If you can spend some time with them, do that. Get a feel for the place, for the people. What are the people like? Are they the kind of people that you'd enjoy spending time with, even if they weren't RVers? Or do they come across as a slick-talking gunslinger who only wants your money? There are many good dealers out there, but sadly, there are more bad dealers than good ones, and that's for sure. I think now is a great time to start interviewing dealers. For when it's time, when you do pull the trigger, you want to pull it with an RV dealer that you can trust. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'm Alan Warren, the RV Wingman. Be safe, have fun, play nice, and don't leave your good manners at home. I'll see you in the next video.